the phenomenon. It's scary. It's scary because, you know, they're killing them off. It kind of just feels like we're living in the last days of Rambo.
Like I said, I just hope like again, I just hope it's a rumor. I just hope, like, Stallone, he likes to, like, to tease people to get them into the seats. He even did that for Rambo 4, that Rambo 4, they might kill him off.
And for Rambo 3. And for Rambo 3, the tank. There's a moment there where you think, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I just hope he's teasing us again, because I believe Rambo deserves to go on just a little more because of what's going on today with ISIS and terrorism. Rambo is a perfect time for Rambo to come back.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Because even at the end of the fourth movie, when he comes home, it's like finally he's back where he belongs. He's back where he's needed. It's like he went through all the. If you look at if you look at all the three movies, even with the first one, fourth one, he wasn't in America, and his battles. It was like his battles he fought wasn't his true battles. That he was just still fighting inner battles within himself, despite the fact that he was fighting real life battles, but it's like when he came home, it's like his inner battle is over, and now his real battle begins. His true destiny begins, which is coming back home to help his fellow countrymen.
Yeah.
It's like when he came home, it's like he found his true destiny, which is to help. It's like fate is telling him, you passed the test. Now it's time for you to go back home and to conquer your true destiny.
And it's weird because that's kind of where this picks up too, is after the events of Rambo 2, you know. Like even when they were discussing Rambo 3, they very early on they gutted that whole plot, you know. Very early on it was about Rambo already being back in America, kind of making it look like Rambo 2 he left and just had a little hissy fit and then came back. And in the third one, he was working for the UN. And there was a whole takeover of the Pentagon with Troutman, and I think Troutman's wife and Troutman's daughter, and Rambo all teaming up to take on terrorists. And then...
And this was in... Go ahead.
This was Rambo 3. This was Rambo 3. And then they threw out the idea, and then they went with David Morrell's. They went with a script, a new script, and then they went with David Morrell's addition to the script, and then they cut out like 50% of it, or 60, no, maybe like 75% of it. Of the real Rambo 3, 75% of it is not there. Yeah. So I could kind of see, because, you know, Force of Freedom, in '86, when Force of Freedom came out, Rambo was back with the UN, you know, meeting up to do all these missions. So I could kind of see how, you know, maybe that affected that. But, you know, I like how Sly has it as, you know, just Rambo's the loner, awkward, you know, he's over there, he's still wandering the world. And it's weird because now Rambo's going to be home for, what, 7 years? 8 years? By the time this thing comes out?
Yeah.
So...
can you hang on, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay, while Wild Man's doing his thing, I'm going to go over a couple more of these action figures with you. So we got Kat, and she's all dressed in the black and yellow. Cool little suit with the brown satchels on both sides. And she had like the grappling hook gun. And I think like a detonator patch that goes on her leg with 2 twin Uzis. So that's pretty cool. And then we got White Dragon, which there's no picture for it. Well, White Dragon is the white ninja, and then they got Black Dragon is the black ninja. The White Dragon came with a bunch of stuff extra. You might be able to see it somewhere in one of these photos going by. But the Black Ninja came with a ninja star, a throwing knife, grappling arrow, like a crossbow arrow gun, 2 patches for the sword, or 3 patches for the sword and 1 for the like hook weapon. Hey, hook nunchuck weapon that this guy has on Black Dragon. Pretty cool. Then we got General Warhawk. Okay, the action figure for General Warhawk. He's got the suit. He's got like a pistol, AK-47, launchable sword, like the sword launches off, and he's got that Tommy-esque machine gun going on. And you know, like, wow, man, seeing this picture here for Sergeant Havoc really does look like Yushin. You know?
Mm-hmm.
He really does look like Yushin. He's got like the machete, the binoculars, the pistol, the AKA, the rocket launcher, but you can tell like in the face, even the hairline looks like Yushin too.
Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember one point they actually thought about having Dolph Lundgren as the Lucian in the second film you mentioned.
Yeah, he was up for. Yeah, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing.
I mean, could you imagine that helicopter fight with Stallone and Lundgren?
Oh yeah.
Besides Rocky IV, I mean, you actually have, instead of Lundgren versus Rocky, you actually have Lundgren versus Rambo, which would be cool. Both.
Yeah, and what would have been really cool is if they would have had the original ending of that fight, which was.
Oh, there was a different ending?
Yeah, they were like scrapping the shit out of each other, going crazy. I'm not sure if it's from James Cameron's version or from David Morrell's version, but Morrell's version is much more rich in detail. And they're fighting
in the novelization, you mean?
Yeah, and they're fighting in the helicopter, and Yushin goes down, boom, and he almost falls out, but he's like bracing him. He's trying to brace himself back in. And in that split second after Rambo does the move, I think it's like a kick, whack, and then Rambo falls out of the helicopter, but he grabs onto the M60. Actually, it's not an M60 at that point. It's like the minigun from Terminator 2. And then he grabs onto the handles of the machine gun and he swings because he's falling out of the helicopter, and he swings all the way around outside, but he's still hanging onto the gun, and then he fucking blasts Yushin out the other side of the fucking helicopter, and then with the same move he comes back in and lands inside the helicopter.
Oh man,
amazing!
Man, that would have been great to see it on the big screen.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh my god, I gotta go back and read that over again. This weekend I'm gonna be finishing. I'm gonna actually start reading Rambo 3 again this weekend for the third time. Well, the second time the whole way through, because last time I did it in parts. Yeah, so Gripper, he has the metal claw. I remember grabbing him by the head and twisting his whole body to do the punching motions on the other action figures. I used to have little Rocky matches with him and Sly. And he's got like the 6 Uzis, the machete, the twin bandoleros, that Uzi shield machine gun thing. Pretty cool. And they got Mad Dog. I remember having him too. I used to bite on the Mohawk. I always chewed on stuff when I was a kid. He's got like that pink machine thingy with the shotgun and the dagger, and the switchblade. And Nomad, the cheeky looking guy with the twin knives and the handgun and the straps for the leg thing, and he had that big mechanical blasting gun as well that straps onto his back. So we're going. T.D. Jackson, they don't have his picture in here, but he's he's the first one from the 87 series. Chief was the second issue from the 87 series, and he had a 6-shooter pistol, with a mini pump action pistol, like kind of like a shotgun, but like half the size of that, like a mini pump pistol, sniper rifle, and like this badass 5-barrel Gatling shotgun like rocket looking thing. And then they had like anti-whip, a whip action Warhawk, which I'm guessing like just turned at the waist, but he's got like white like beige camo pants instead, but he's got everything else is regular Warhawk except the I think the strap on the vest is on the jacket is not removable. He actually comes with a Hawk and a Mauser pistol and like those well, he's got like a knife and what looks to be a whip, but I think it's probably the accessory that goes around the body to hold the Hawk on. And he's got like that weapon they torture fucking Daniel Craig in James Bond with. You know when they tie him to the chair naked and they cut out the bottom of the chair, that 3-prong whip looking thing with the balls on it?
Oh, man. Oh.
He's got that. Then he got Snake Bite. He's got like a knife and a snake-ish gun, snake type gun with like the backpack. He's even like got the vermin cage with like 2 rats, 2 snakes, a scorpion and a spider and another big long snake that goes around his neck. But you could put the other ones in his little carrying case, in his purse. He's got. And the last 2 figures are Dr. Hyde. I think he had that pump action thing on the back that made the blood ooze up in the dome, in his little dome.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've seen that done somewhere else. Like I think it was Ghostbusters, where they got the liquid in there and you. No, it was He-Man where you push on the back of the thing. It was the mosquito guy and all the blood moves around his chest, but they got that on his head. He's got like a backpack, mechanical backpack with like a silver AK-47 and a mini pistol. And then the last one is X-Ray, but they don't have his picture up there. X-Ray. I'm gonna start collecting stuff, man.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I was, like I said, I never got the other figures, but it's nice to see that they came back with stuff like eBay and other stuff that are bringing back. I would love to collect these, and I want to collect the Hot Toys Rambo figures because you should include the Hot Toys version of Rambo figures on the show because they look exactly like the movie. They look so real.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be getting into that one probably near November, December. Because there's a lot. There is a lot. Way more than this stuff. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. I got 15 minutes. Damn. So I'm going to wrap this one up. We're going to go through the vehicles and play sets.
Okay.
They got the weapons pack here. Has like a whip, the boomerang, a different version of the boomerang, different version of the whip, crossbow, an additional crossbow, pistol, alternate machete, handgun, AK-47, and an M16, and the AK has an additional handle, and they got sniper scope. They also got like this 50 caliber anti-aircraft gun, which is kind of like the one from Rambo 3 with the tripod and the extra weapons casing. And I'm guessing you could put the bandolero in there, and the bandolero goes right through the gun. It goes around and around.